hello from gardening at Duensa here in Ireland, and today I have with me my daughter Ishtar, the wonderful travelling yogi, who's going to give us a video about something a little bit different. She's going to give us a video about a yoga session specifically aimed at us gardeners and our aches and pains from all that hard work in the garden. Isn't that right, Ishtar?
That's it. So I'm just going to guide you through just a couple of minutes, just maybe 10 minutes of work into back and shoulders and neck. To help with all that lifting and weeding and digging holes, carrying orchids, so it'd be great to have you with me. If you fancy just finding a comfortable seat, there's no props or anything needed, just sit down and enjoy. Alright, so we'll start sitting down, so you can sit down in a comfortable position. If you want to pop a couple of cushions under yourself just to give your hips a little bit of height, or you can always tuck the feet under and sit up on the knees, whatever works best. And if you find the legs going dead but halfway through, feel free to kind of move around. So we're going to do a couple of positions just to work on the back and shoulders, neck, maybe a little bit of wrists to help with all the carrying and the weeding and the digging. So we'll start just by grounding ourselves a little bit, just taking the hands to the knees, let the eyes close. And let the mouth close, and we're just going to start with breathing through the nose. So try to lengthen up through the crown of the head, keep the spine nice and long, and then see if you can draw the shoulder blades in towards each other and then down the back. So you're trying to get space between the shoulders and the ears. Let the arms relax, so the elbows are heavy under the shoulders, the hands are relaxed. And just taking a moment to come into the breath, so listening to the inhales. And the exhales, trying to keep the breathing through the nose. Maybe slowing it down a little bit. And then when you're ready, you're going to exhale. Let the eyes open and just take the chin down towards the chest. And then hang there for a second. Try and again soften the muscles around the shoulders and the back. And then as you inhale, you're going to take the right ear towards the right shoulder. And then draw the chin up towards the ceiling. Exhaling left ear towards your left shoulder and chin down towards the chest. So just doing a couple of neck rolls here, moving with your own breath. Inhaling as you draw the head back. Exhaling as you bring the head forwards. Again, remembering to soften the shoulders down. Once you come back down to center, just changing direction. So inhaling to take the left ear this time to the left shoulder. Head back and exhaling down the other side. One more roll. And then coming back to center. Crown of the head stacked over the shoulders, over the hips. And take the hands down either side of the hips, so you can point the fingers out. I'm not sure if you can see my hands there, but you can come up onto the fingertips, whatever works good to keep the spine nice and long still. You're going to take your left hand over onto the right side of the head, so the palm faces down on the side of the head. And then we're just bringing a gentle stretch into the neck here, so we're not pulling the neck, but just kind of letting the weight of the hand rest down onto the head. So your hand, the left hand is resting down the right side of the head, looking straight forwards. And you'll start to feel a little bit of stretch along the right side of the neck. You can make the stretch a little bit deeper if you want to press the right palm down onto the floor or walk that right hand a little bit further away. If it's starting to get a little bit too intense, maybe taking that right hand up onto the thigh instead. It's just pausing for maybe 2 breaths here. Again, we're focusing on the breath in and out through the nose. And then as you exhale, looking down towards the left knee. So you're just tucking the chin slightly and walking that left hand back slightly. Again, so it's resting on the top of the head. And then make any adjustments with the right hand that you need to. So taking another 2 breaths here, in and out through the nose. Keep the spine nice and long. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Last breath. And inhale. Lift back up. Letting the left hand come down and then move over to the right side. So taking the right hand over onto the left side of the head. That left hand is back down on the floor. And then just letting the head soften down. So again, the weight of the arm resting down on the head rather than pulling. We're just letting gravity do the work basically. So adjusting that left hand as much as you need to get that stretch. You're getting a stretch along the left side of the neck, but it shouldn't be too intense. So you can press down through the palm or walk the hand a little bit further away, or again take the hand onto the knee if that feels more comfortable. Taking one more breath here. And then as you exhale, tilting the head chin down so you're looking down towards the right knee and walking that right hand back slightly. Again, resting the weight of the hand onto the head and adjusting the left hand as you need to adjust the stretch in the neck. Taking 2 deep breaths here. Try and soften the right shoulder down away from the ear and again get length through the spine so you're nice and tall. And then inhaling gently to come back up. Both hands come down to the side. And maybe just take a couple of gentle neck rolls to soften it out. Good. So we'll take it into the shoulders a little bit now. So we're going to start, we'll start with the left hand. So we'll reach the left hand forwards and just cross it over the body. And then taking with the right arm, we're going to come up on the outside of the elbow here and just start to gently pull that left arm towards the body. So the left fingertips are reaching as far as they can, the right fingertips are reaching up towards the ceiling. And when you're getting it stretch across the shoulder blade here, you're also trying to almost resist the reach of that left hand with the shoulder. So you're trying to pull the shoulder back and try and bring the stretch into the tricep a little bit more. You can bring it into the neck as well if you want to turn it to the left. And just take 2 deep breaths here again. Make sure you're not sinking into the low back, so you're keeping the spine nice and lifted. Last breath. And exhale, slowly release. And then we'll cross sides, so taking the right arm across the body, and then securing it in with the left. We're reaching the right fingertips away, reaching the left fingertips up towards the ceiling, and hugging that arm in towards the chest. Try and draw that right shoulder back, and then you can turn to look over the shoulder with the head. Taking 2 slow breaths here, lengthening up through the spine, softening the shoulders down and reaching through the fingertips. And then exhale to release and come back to center. Maybe roll the shoulders a couple of times and just soften it again. Right. We're going to do 2 more poses. So we're going to reach the arms forwards. This one can look a little bit tangly to start with. We'll walk through it together. So reaching both hands forwards, we're going to lift the left arm up slightly and cross it over the right. So the elbows should be about stacked on top of each other, and then taking a bend into the arms. So that might be as far as you can come, maybe trying to press the backs of the arms and the hands towards each other. If you can take it a little bit further, you can try and reach the palms towards each other, or even hook the fingers, the thumbs, whatever works for you. And if it starts to feel too tight and you're choking yourself, then again, just loosening it out a little bit is fine. So finding a tall spine here again. As you're inhaling, you're trying to reach the hands up and reach the wrists away from the face. And then as you exhale, try to soften the shoulders down away from the ears. So you're getting space in the neck. Good. And we're looking up towards the top fingertips. Inhaling again to lift. Exhaling to draw the shoulders down. Taking 2 breaths here. We start to feel it across the back. Last breath. Inhale, lengthen up a little bit taller. And on the exhale, we're going to take the elbows down. So as if we're reaching them towards the belly button. Really reaching the shoulders down. You can draw the wrists again away from the face a little bit. And just notice where the stretch is coming into the shoulder blades. Taking 2 more breaths here. In and out through the nose. Draw the shoulders down the back. Reach the elbows down. Last breath. And exhale to unravel. Maybe again, taking the shoulders around a little bit before we come into the other side. So arms reach forwards. This time the right arm crosses over the left. Elbows to stack. And then taking either the backs of the arms together, or if you can, reach around for the palms, hook onto the fingers. One side might be very different to the other, so just because you came into one position on the first side doesn't mean it'll be the same on this. As you inhale, reaching the arms up, draw the wrists away from the face, and then exhale, try and bring the shoulders back down. So it's as if you're trying to draw the shoulder blades towards each other and then down the back. Right. So each inhale, try and lift a little bit higher. Each exhale, try and get a little bit more space between the ears and the shoulders. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. Pressing the hands together, whichever position they're in. Last breath. And exhale to draw the elbows down towards the belly button. Maybe drawing the wrists away a little bit and just noticing where it feels like you're getting a stretch, but it's not too intense. Again, draw the shoulder blades back. Take 2 more breaths. And exhale to release. And then we'll do 1 more before we finish. A nice gentle one. So again, taking the arms forwards and interlacing the fingers here. We're going to turn the palms out. So you just want to make sure that you're drawing the shoulders back. You're not reaching the shoulders forwards. Again, you're drawing the shoulder blades in towards each other. And from here, taking the palms of the hands to the back of the head. And inhale, you're reaching the crown of the head up and you're drawing the elbows back. So it's as if you're trying to get a straight line from the ears to the elbows. Inhale again, lengthen up, and as you exhale, it's as if your back is sort of starting to open out over a big beach ball. So you might turn to the side just so you can see a little bit better. Inhale, getting the length through the spine. As you exhale, starting to open back. What you're trying to get is an even curve throughout the whole spine. So the tendency is to keep the spine compressed and then really sink into the low back. Instead, we're trying to lift up, get space between the vertebrae before we start to open back and get a curve along the top of the spine as well. Again, drawing the elbows back, taking 3 breaths here. Staying strong across the back, across the chest. Last 2 breaths. And exhaling to release. We'll just finish up again with the hands on the knees. You're trying to let the shoulders soften down and the elbows can hang just under the shoulders. Maybe do a couple of shoulder rolls if it helps. And then find a little bit of stillness before we finish up. So let the eyes close again. The crown of the head reaches up towards the ceiling and then the shoulders sink down. Taking a few more breaths, closing the mouth, breathing through the nose. And just noticing how the body feels here. If there's anywhere you can soften and release. Taking 5 slow breaths together. Each inhale lengthening up. Each exhale softening the shoulders, relaxing the muscles. 3 more breaths. Last one. And you're done. Okay, so thanks so much for joining me for a little bit of gardener's yoga. You can catch me on the Facebook page, Yoga with Ishtar. I'm also teaching a workshop tomorrow, Saturday the 10th in Dublin. It's about developing your own self-practice, so getting out of the studio and being able to kind of develop a yoga practice yourself on the mat. So if you fancy joining me for that, you can check it out again on the Facebook page. I'm traveling around Europe at the moment, so if you find that I might be traveling to your country, give me a message and we might be able to sort something out there. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed the class, and maybe I'll see you again for another one in the future. Thank you.